This conference will now be recorded.
So now, if you divide PRPC into two parts, PC is process commander, PR is Pega rules. Process commander interacts with Pega rules rule base, drives Pega rules from rule base to application to achieve the goal. So now let's go to 11th slide, which is a continuation of yesterday's demo 1 continuation, 11th slide onwards. Okay, so what is Pega rules process commander, and more importantly, where does it fit in? Pega rules process commander is a revolutionary solution for building BPM systems. Means Pega systems has come forward and adopted BPM methodology, and they have designed and developed and provided a tool called Pega rules process commander environment for application development, which is built based on BPM methodology. That's what they said. And in other words, it's a comprehensive platform for building and deploying the BPM, CRM, decision management, and case management applications. See, BPM is a different methodology than CRM. Who is leader in CRM in the market? Salesforce is the leader in CRM market today. Pega also has CRM methodology implementation, but Pega is not up to the mark providing the CRM solutions compared to its competitors like Salesforce. But in the BPM world, there are many other competitors, but in the BPM world, Pega is the leader. After Pega, Appian, and after Appian, there are many other tools. Okay, so why is that? Let's try to understand. So now Pega rules process commander. So here decision management, case management, these two works together with BPM and CRM. These are something like some sort of framework designs that are provided and some sort of specific implementations. So BPM is a methodology, CRM is a methodology. Decision management and case management are some sort of work related stuff which works together with BPM and CRM. You need not to much bother about it. Now, so Pega rules process commander is a process that focuses on automation of the work and automation of the program. So Pega rules process command is going to give you two different provisions. One is automation of work, and the second one is automation of program. I think many of you should be aware of what is meant by automating work. Okay, I'm asking a question. What do you think of automating a work? What is your understanding about it? Automation of work means without manual interaction. Without manual interaction, you want to do something, you automate it by some of the things, like some of the technology tools that you use, and automate it. That automation of the work, there are separate tools available in the market. Are you aware of it? There are some separate tools available specifically meant for automation of the work. What do you call those tools? What are those tools which are meant for automating the process work and all?
RPA.
RPA tools, robotic process automation tools. We have Blue Prism, UiPath, Automation Anywhere, OpenSpan. These are available. OpenSpan is being purchased by Pega Systems, and they tagged it as Pega Robotic Process Automation. Okay, that's a different tool built based on .NET. Okay, I mean like C# and all. Now, see, automation of work is possible even with Pega BPM, but not up to the extent of these RPA tools. RPA tools, they do so many things. But some of the things in the business, if you want to automate some specific things, Pega provides that feature. That is not a great feature of Pega. But the powerful feature of PRPC is automation of program. The powerful feature of PRPC is what? Automation of program. Now you know what is automation of work. Automation of work means you remove the efforts of humans while working. It's not for designing, working. For example, every day there are many bank accounts are being opened. All the accounts are going for manual approval. There is a manager sitting, he has to sign manually. Okay, let's say checks. There are bank checks, deposits is happening. Every check has to go to manual approval. This is what happening. But I don't want to go with manual approval because so many checks will be there, and every day one person is approving it. It will be difficult. I want it to automate without the human. System should verify whatever the human is doing, and automatically it has to approve or reject and further process it. I can achieve it by using some technology. That is what simply one task you are automating. That you are automating work. Understand why I am stressing this? Many people, they have some myth these days. We have so many automation tools are coming, then there is no need of programmers. Automation tools are not for replacing the programmers. It is for replacing the employees of the company who are working in the organizations. Those who are working on task processing, not on the program. If you are getting more automation tools, you need more programmers. Okay, but coming to the second point, powerful feature of PRPC is automation of program. You understand what is the work automation? Now this is program automation. What do you think about program automation? What is your guess? Based on the automation of work, what do you guess about program automation? Programming is being automated. What does it mean? No need to write the code manually. Code will be already there. It should be utilized without need of putting the manual effort for writing the code. Code components will be available. Drag and drop and use it. So 10 people are writing the code. All 10 people code can be done by one person in less span of time. Obviously, automation of the programming is dangerous. We don't need further programmers because already someone has written in the tool and keep it. So what type of programs you write to automate? Is it possible to write every business logic related to every business sector of every business application in the world? Not possible. 100% achieving is never possible till the end of the world. Okay, because every time business will ever change, new requirements will come. Okay, new way of implementations will be coming. So some common features which we write to develop across n number of different business applications related to different business sectors. For example, you have Amazon application, right? In the Amazon application, once after the product is been purchased, at the last step, payment is done, everything is completed, you will receive one email saying that adi raadu vere iskondi, adi raadu vere iskondi. So you will receive one email, akkada cloth emana unte clean cheyi chuskondi ledha munduku randi. So you'll receive one email, right? The email is going to have some details about the product which you have purchased. Okay, and that for sending that email, the email will be triggered from a mailbox like a Gmail or Yahoo Mail or Amazon domain related mailbox. Okay, Amazon application is interacting with the mailbox and drafting the email and sending the email from a mailbox. So here we need a program to be written. A program is required to be written which interacts with an email box, email server, to send emails outside. Now this feature of a program to interact with a mailbox from an application, is it generic to multiple different business or specific to only one business? I'm not asking you about content of the email. I'm asking about only the email feature and functionality to interact with the mailbox to send emails outside. Is it generic irrespective of the sector or specific? So the same emailing component which I'm using at Amazon, can I sell the same component to JP Morgan and ask them to use it for different business process? Possible or not possible? Possible or not possible? Don't bother about business content, bother about only component
process.
If you have a motor which you are using for a car, can I use the same motor for pulling the water from a well? Chailema? Specific motor car. Maybe a common motor which works in both places, which will rotate and bring up something, let's say.
Might be possible.
You can do it, right?
Sure.
Same is applicable in the real life also. See, you have a fan rotating, there is a motor. Many people are using the same motor for different purposes, right? Right? That is a common one. That's not specific one. You create component once, use it for multi-purpose in many different business sectors and many different business purposes. Once if you write, maybe you optimize it as per the business need going forward. But same component, I can sell it to n number of business sectors, correct? So one time you write the program, that program can be reused multiple times in multiple different business applications. Like this n number of different businesses, they have some common features to be written. Suppose there are two banks, JP Morgan and Bank of America. So both of them, they are going to develop their applications. In both of the applications, there will be common features, right? Collecting the customer data while creating customer account. Can it be common or not? Mostly customer data form will be same wherever you go. and maybe specific logo will change. We can do it. That's not a big deal. So like this, if I am going to make some of the common features already created and made available in a tool, while you are developing your business application, you need not to recreate it from the scratch. Drag and drop and use it, simply done. Like this, there will be n number of common features across different business sectors of different business applications can be written and made it as a tool. That tool is PRPC. One of those kind of tools is PRPC. So PRPC tool provides automation of the program. Means your program is already built in, provided by Pega systems in the tool. Whenever you want to develop something, you should know it is there. I can reuse it without writing from the scratch. When I say program, remember that it is not only business logic. Business logic itself is not a programming language. We have user interface programming languages, HTML, JavaScript, some of the user interface. Database programming languages are there, right? SQL, PLSQL and all. So it's not only business logic. So the program automation means the tool provides the predefined programs with respect to UI, business logic, as well as database. See, programming coding is already there. Email integration coding is already there. Component is there. You should know the name of that component. When you know the name of the component, you can access and integrate in your application and it will work fine. You should know only what are the parameters from email to email, SMTP host server to which it has to be integrated and all. So knowing the name of the component, knowing the parameters, does it need any programming knowledge? Does it need the programmer to be having a programming knowledge? Developer, whoever the developer is going to do this task, that developer is need not to have any programming knowledge. Without the programming language, you are accessing something, you are using something, and you are developing something, right? So that is where Pega is focusing. Eliminate the need of technical knowledge while developing the applications by automating the program. There is a huge advantage for the business. What is the huge advantage for the business? Now, see, if you want to develop UI, generally, if you're working on Java or any other technologies, you need to have the knowledge about JSPR, ASPR, C#, some sort of knowledge, not C#, I'm sorry, HTML, or maybe JavaScript, CSS, like this, you should have knowledge about it. And business logic, the respective business logic programming, you should have knowledge about. Similarly, database, you should have knowledge about querying. But if I provide you all the ready-made components and take these components and integrate in a way to develop your application, do you need any programming knowledge? You don't need. But you're a developer or not? Being a developer, without having the programming knowledge, you can utilize the existing component which are built based on some programming technologies and languages. Now, UI, we need separate developer in other technologies. Business logic, again, we need to hire one more resource. Database, we need to hire separate resource. Or you need to hire one resource who has all the three knowledge in depth. But here, the three resources who are going to work on all of these three is been eliminated and replaced by only one resource who doesn't even need to have the knowledge about UI, business logic, or database. Suppose if I want to develop something which is not available, provided in Pega systems, then what should I do? I'm a Java developer. Can I write my own Java code? That is not acceptable. You need to go back to Pega systems, raise a service request, tell them this is the feature I'm expecting, it is not available. Okay, their team is going to work on it and provide you because you purchased the tool. Okay, that's the best practice one should follow, every client. You should not write, but provision is there in the tool. You can write your own HTML, you can write your own CSS, you can write your own business logic, you can write your own database queries, but not recommended. No client is going to accept. So a Pega developer should be a Pega developer, but not a programmer. Should not be a programmer. Even if you are good at programming, no one will accept if you write something, because that may disturb other predefined functionalities that are available. So that should not happen. So it is not acceptable. So automation of the programming, that is the powerful feature of Pega, is automation of the program, where the need of programming by writing the code related to UI, business logic, and database has been eliminated, where you need to know the existing components which are available and what purpose, drag and drop and use it and build your application. Understand, everyone? For this reason, Pega is leading the market. Okay, there are many vendors who are having BPM solutions, applications designed by them, but the best solution is being provided by Pega by utilizing the programming languages HTML. Pega uses HTML5 these days. and the business logic, they use only core Java, and database, any database, depends on the client. They will give you the tables structure and all. Okay, DDLs related to tables. Everyone clear? See, if you have already installed Pega, some of you might have already installed Pega, some of you try to do it. Yesterday I shared it, right? Complete it. Any issues, I'll see it later after 1 or 2 days. You need to much worry about it. Now, while installing, you might have observed that some number of database created, tables loading like that. Any vendor who is going to purchase the license from Pega systems and take this tool, that will be provided to them. The tables loading, content loading, database creation, all that will automatically happen. But what is the service provider? Oracle or SQL Server or DB2 or maybe MySQL or maybe PGSQL, that should be purchased by respective vendor who is purchasing the license from Pega systems. Okay, that is their wish. But inside tables will be provided by Pega only. I'll tell you in detail about this later. I will share once again today the links related to downloading the software and all. Once again, that message I will send you. So everyone understand what is meant by automation of the program? All of you, online and offline, every one of you, you understand what is meant by automation of program, right? Simply speaking, need of elimination of coding. That's it. Okay, that's what Pega is going to call it as no coding tool. Pega is said to be. Okay, and now this is what automation of the work and automation of the program. So now, what is the architecture of Pega? High level, not in detail, high level architecture. We already discussed. There will be a process architecture for the transaction design. There will be business rules database, and business rules engine. All these will be there. You can see at the bottom of this document. Rules, rule base, and all. You need not to bother about node manager or servlets. We will discuss later. Okay. And every business application that you develop, definitely there should be users, right? Different logins, not only users. See, you take Amazon application. I am going to access it as a user. There will be developers, right? Developers will access the application as a developer. And there will be business people, so they have to maintain the repository, complete repository of the products. Those resources also are going to access the application. There will be n number of different people with different roles log into application and access the application. The logins can be created on the PRPC application itself. That is, the roles can be added. Okay, that is the internal feature. Now I told you, right, the UI, business logic, and database all are automated and provided. If you are learning Pega, you need not to have the idea or knowledge about any user interface technology or any programming language or any database. Learn Pega as Pega only. Okay, so but in order to design these predefined things and all, for the user interface they have used HTML5, and for business logic they had used core Java, and for the database, any database is okay. So in the architecture of Pega, you come across with Java compiler. Why we need Java compiler in the architecture of Pega? Because it's predefined business logic. Everything that runs when you use it will be running, which is going to be a Java code. That's why we need Java compiler. Understand, everyone? It will come along with the product, or you can separately also install. But while you are installing, all that will get installed automatically. Okay. And XML clipboards. Okay, let me show you this. See, the one what you see here. Hold on. See, the one what you see here is a UI screen, right? Where some information is being captured. This is HTML format. Okay, for the users, it is HTML format. How does Pega understands this? Look at here. Don't bother about navigations at all. Only bother about the concept. This is called XML data structure. See, what you are seeing here in the UI, same you are seeing here in the XML language format. So every input that you provide to PRPC system, every output that is generated from PRPC system, internally it will be converted into XML and being processed for the purpose of security. Understand? That's how the tool is being designed. It's not simply directly, it will not process HTML as HTML. It will take HTML, convert into XML. It will take Java. I mean, like you are not writing component you are using. That will be again understandable to it by using XML format. So during the processing or during the design also, during the design processing or during the work processing also, everything it understands like HTML format. It will be converted. That is for the purpose of security. Everyone clear? So Pega PRPC environment is going to have XML clipboards. Every input output that is going to be flown in the system will be converted into XML format. Understand? Now, see, usually a business application may have to interact with other business applications. I'll tell you an example. Simply, I do not want to wind up here. You go to a bank and you apply for a loan. Okay, you submit some of the documents, right? Some of the documents as a proof. Your salary, okay, your taxation document, that is most important if you're applying for a loan. I'm getting so and so salary. For that salary, I'm paying this much of tax. You submit those documents. They will accept the documents from you, but they have to verify the genuinity of the documents, correct? How do they verify? So if they wanted to verify your taxation details, the information, is that going to be available with the bank? No, banking system will not be holding your taxation data. Who will have that data? That data will be there with the government systems, income tax department. Now bank people, they have to raise a request to government department. When they receive a request, so and so ID number, can you please share us the details of the taxation? We will pay you some of the amount for that. This service provision is available with government department. The government department will take that identification number. This person has paid this much tax. They will produce the result. That will be compared with what is being submitted. This is manual process. Same thing if you want to do by applications, two different applications. One application from bank, another application from income tax department have to interact with each other. Both may be different business applications, right? This interaction of between applications is possible with the concept of web services. It's not only Pega, any technology you go, concept will be same. That integration of application from one application to another application can be done by using many different web service protocols. Each technology supports different types of protocols. So Pega also supports n number of different protocols like SOAP, or architecture also REST, or HTTP, COM, Cobra, MQ.NET, Java, like this. In order to integrate Pega applications with other applications, we can go ahead and use n number of different types of web service protocols which are supported by Pega. Every web service protocol that is being supported by Java is being supported by Pega also. What is the reason? Because it is Java based only. I mean, like for the business logic, it is Java based only. So it will support everything what Java supports. Java supports almost all everything, right? So that is what about architecture of Pega. In the architecture of PRPC, we have rules, rule base, process commander, Java compiler, XML clipboards, roles, and web service architecture is also can be web service protocols also can be used. Okay, other than that, node manager and servlet, you don't need it now. I don't want to let you confuse this. Okay, everyone clear? So since yesterday to till now, we discussed and we understand about what is BPM, why Pega is called as BPM, so what is program automation, and the architecture of Pega. So mainly clients are going to purchase Pega in order to reduce the efforts of development, so that application can be developed easily. You have ready-made functionalities. So if you are taking 1 year time to develop application using Java, in Pega you can do it within 2 months, because already everything is implemented, many things, right? So that's the advantage. Myself, Harsha. Okay, so that is about architecture. Now, do you have any questions related to this particular slide or whatever we have discussed today, like automation of program, automation of work, and architecture? Any of these 3 topics you have any questions, or everyone is clear? I will tell you, hold on. Everyone clear so far? See, when you have Pega, again, why still the applications are being built on Java and Python? Let me tell you one reason. Pega is a licensed tool. It's not a free software like Java or Python. It's a licensed tool. Licensing cost is also not like $1,000 or $10,000. It is in $1 million. That's why you see Pega is being used only by AAA rated client and AA rated client. Okay, not small companies. Okay, they may come up with a new licensing format for the small companies, maybe in future. Okay, there are plans, but it will be difficult to execute. They're trying for it. Okay, but still, if you are purchasing with $10 million, definitely they're showing you a profit of around $1 billion. See, if you are trying to spend some amount of investment on something, definitely when you are profitable only you'll spend compared to others, right? That's what happening. That's why they're slowly capturing the market because of the reason of high licensing cost. Okay, but they are capturing. Okay, but no one can capture entire market. Okay, there will be small vendors also who will be participating in the market zone. Can I know the difference between Pega PRPC and BPM? Okay, if you are asking this question, you did not understand, you did not attend yesterday. Did you attend yesterday?
Hello, yes sir.
If you are not attending yesterday, you will not be able to understand. That's why those people who did not attend yesterday, watch the YouTube channel demo, which I am going to share it today.